It was a busy day at the pump Monday as drivers in Hell's Kitchen scored a sweet deal on gas, $1.98 per gallon.
What?
For one day, this gas station was transformed into Ewing Energies' flagship gas station. All to promote the new season of Dallas. There he is, Josh Henderson. He showed up to give a hand, and, you can catch the show on TNT.
$1.98, and there's old JR.
Yep.
So after he was done pumping gas, Josh Henderson, nice enough to pay us a visit on the couch to talk about the new season.
Since Miss Ellie left me half the South Fork, there's really nothing you can do about me remodeling it. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go talk to the architect about putting in an elevator.
That's just a sneak peek at what we'll see this season on Dallas. The third season premiered last night on TNT. Dallas superstar Josh Henderson joins us on the couch to chat about the show. It is great to have you on the couch.
Love coming here. Thank you for having me.
So what's the big doings this season on Dallas?
You know, it's funny. I keep calling it, like, in a nutshell, I'm saying it's Dallas on steroids.
Whoa.
It's everything that people love about Dallas, the scheming, blackmailing, seduction, backstabbing, but just taken to a whole nother level that I didn't even know we could do on TNT.
It's like a staff meeting here at the station. I have to ask you this because, everybody was so connected to Larry Hagman. You lost Larry Hagman last year. And how do you feel the loss, and how are you honoring him as you go forward?
Well, obviously, he was kind of that staple character. He's just everyone. He was a worldwide love to hate character. It was a big deal. And for me, he and I were very close. I play his son on the show right from the get-go. He and I started to play ball, the two characters, John, Ross, and JR. And losing him was a huge blow to us. He was an incredible person, an icon. He was his energy was amazing. So now that he's gone, we lost him last year, and so the writers had to completely rewrite the end of season 2 on like day of. They had to, okay, how do we do this? We got to rewrite the rest of the season. And I think they did an amazing job at paying respect to not only Larry Hagman as the man and the actor, but JR, the character. Here we are now in season 3, and my character's dealing with still the loss of his father.
But also, it's interesting because now John Ross is like kind of filling those shoes, and now you're butting heads with Bobby now.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I've definitely kind of moved into that role.
Do you like that?
I do. It's fun to, now I'm being called like the main villain. Like you're now kind of stepping into the JR boots, and for me that's exciting. It's obviously a little overwhelming because people he's just a larger-than-life guy, but I feel stoked for the opportunity, and I'm having so much fun every day with this.
And on the show, your mom, Sue Ellen, she sees a resemblance too, and she sees you working your way into those villainous shoes too.
It causes a huge rift this season. We saw in season 2, Sue Ellen kind of went back to the bottle after JR passed and drove her to drink again, and that's always been a big problem between John Ross and Sue Ellen. So this year the drinking is gonna definitely, because of what I'm doing, I'm reminding her of the old JR and his antics, and she sees him in me, and that's the last thing she wants to see. The last thing I want to see is her drinking, but the things that we're doing together, it's just a bad mix, and it all comes to play and really comes to a bang in about the middle of the season.
Well, as an old guy who remembers the old Dallas, it's great to see you weave the shows together. What's it like having Patrick Ewing and Linda Gray on the show? Well, Patrick Duffy. Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing would be interesting.
You get Patrick Ewing on that show, that'd be a show. What's it like? What's it like having Patrick Duffy and Linda Gray on the show?
Patrick Ewing would be an interesting addition to the show. I think bringing Dallas back, you could not do it without Larry, Linda, and Patrick. They gave us legitimacy to the fans. I think that's why the fans said, all right, you know what, I'm gonna tune in and see if this is anything like the original. Luckily, good writing plus them, it really worked. And our fans now, the original fans, have just really kind of embraced us, and they love the show. They're very proud of it. And so getting to work with these people every day I mean, I don't know if you've ever met Patrick or Linda, but they are amazing people. They really, really are. They're leaders, but they're fun. They don't judge. They kind of brought us newbies in and just trusted us with bringing these characters to the table 20 years later from the original Dallas, and the marriage has worked, and Patrick Duffy's even directing this season, so he directed a lot of the original, and so did Larry. So it's great. It's great to have them.
Are they actually going to put a counter up on the screen for the number of beds you're in and out of this season? What's up with your love life?
Yeah, it gets pretty amazing. actually. It's kind of daunting how many, but it's, you know, it's true JR fashion. I mean, I'm kind of, like I said, I'm following right in his footsteps. Someone, it's funny, on Twitter, people always say it's like a drinking game. Every time we hear John Ross, it's take a drink. Every time you're with a new girl, take a drink. So
now, do you, is there anything in your contract about the number of shirtless scenes?
I wish. No, that's a part of the job.
You work out a lot for that?
I try, but I really don't have the time because I work so much. So, and I love food. I mean, I'm a big foodie. I grew up in Texas. I'm from Dallas originally. I love Tex-Mex.
Well, you know, my name is John Ross.
Oh, is it?
Middle name is Ross.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You never told me this.
Well, Josh Henderson, thanks so much for joining us. And you can watch the new season of Dallas every Monday at 9 p.m. on TNT.
You guys had a little bromance.
Well, way to go, TNT. They started this big binge Dallas Fest over the weekend. Everybody's all caught up today.
I was going to say, yeah, you can catch up on it.
And
and
a
now,
nice guy.
Yeah, he's always so nice when he comes, and I heard that he spanked you in your putting contest.
Oh, my lands.
It was so embarrassing, we're not going to show it to you.